What do you like most about living and working in Ghana?
I like again just waking up every day. I'm a man. I don't have to worry about systematic oppression or racism. I don't have to worry about profiling. Sometimes we hear things so
Explain that
much.
for somebody who doesn't know. What is profiling?
There's several different challenges that blacks in America face. It's the prison industrial complex where the government and towns actually get wealthy over putting us in jail. There are things called redlining where we can't get proper loans to get proper housing. Education reform that we need. Black Americans are always put in the poorest schools. Our schools don't have the proper resources. There are things like environmental reform. We're always living, like here, let's say everybody live near sewage drains or power lines, and then we have higher rates of asthma and cancer. So the profiling comes when people see that you're black and they think that you're going to steal. They see that you're black and you have nice things. You must be a drug dealer. Let's go inquire about this person.
And you had that happen to you a lot?
Oh, I've had that.
You go into a store and then what do they do?
They watch you. They follow you. The police are the worst. The police are the worst. I remember one day I was arrested because I had a new job. I got my first paycheck. And I was just walking around feeling good. I was on my way to a party.
Yeah.
It really started my advocacy. I was on my way to a party. I had some nice, I took my shades out my bag. I had my shades on that night. I had some nice, here I wear beads. In America, I wear juries.
Yeah.
I was about maybe a 2-minute walk. Some undercover police officers pop out. Who are you? Where are you going? Give me your ID. I don't have to give them my ID. Mm-hmm. And then finally I said, Rashad, just give them your ID. Yeah. And so they can leave you alone. Exactly. I pulled out my ID. They said, too late. They grabbed my arm, they twisted me around, they threw me on the floor.
For what?
Lies. So basically, after you go through the system, I saw resisting arrest. I saw fleeing from a street fight. What they do is they trump up charges in order for you to just say, leave me alone. So finally, a few hours later, they gave you a free lawyer. And the lawyer said, "Oh, this isn't true." Because when they went through my ID, they saw that I was a graduate student at the time. They saw that I had my new check pay stub. They saw my work ID, and that they just profiled me. So they said, "Oh, we'll let you go this time. Don't let it happen again." But when they read the charges, you would have thought that I was like criminal. And in the story I'm telling you about, it was a black cop who did that to me.
Yes. Oh.
We have these stereotypes that only white cops are. Hey, let me calm down.
So the black police officer did this to you.
Yeah. And I'm on record. I'm on ABC World News. I'm on record discussing I don't trust black cops in America either.
In America, I refuse to have police friends no matter what the ethnicity is.
For the first time in his life, he says he's not afraid of the police.
Only in Ghana I have police friends.
I'm on ABC World News. I'm on record discussing I don't trust black cops in America either.
Yeah.
I have several police friends here in Ghana. I know people have their their angst with little 2 CDs here, 2 CDs there. But it's different when I'd rather pay 2 CDs, which I haven't had to do, than actually knowing that my life is really in danger. It's not sensationalism. It's not hyperbole. It's not, oh, they say it's this bad, but it's not that bad. No, it really is this bad. We have names like Amadou Diallo.
Yes.
Names that are not black American names like Rashad McCrory, who suffer from the same thing. So what I like to tell people, actually didn't send this. I have a new book.
Okay.
It's called Repatriation, Tips and Strategies for Families and Individuals Moving to the African Continent. Available now on Amazon.
One time.
But what I stress to Ghanaians in this case, since so many black Americans are moving and, you're dealing with issues that we may call gentrification, raising the prices and things of that nature, is that black Americans, we are coming from a place that's United States is almost psychotic. Can I share another story?
Yes.
And if I offend anybody, it's not intentional. I'm just trying to teach. I was sitting with a lot of black Americans at a table at kind of like a lounge/restaurant. And we saw some Ghanaians off on the side arguing and arguing. And we're sitting there like, oh, these Ghanaians, they talk. They argue. But nobody ever fight. And me and my black American friends, we all talk about, I would have punched them and I would have hit them. And all this would have happened. And we probably would have had to leave after saying some of the nasty things we heard. And then I sat back and I said to the group, I said, wow, that's really sick of us. We talking about how violent we would be, how much we would start fighting, and some people would come shooting, and you would hear all these stories. These people are just having arguments, and then 10 minutes later, they're friends.
Yeah, there's no blood.
Yeah, we would have wars for generations almost, you know, or decades. And that's when I kind of started to change my mind. It wasn't an instant change. A lot of black Americans, I write this in my book, a lot of black Americans think as soon as we hit the continent, we're going to change. But sometimes it takes experience, reconciliation, seeing people fight and say mean. Y'all Ghanaians, y'all say mean things to each other when y'all fight. You know, things that wouldn't fly in the United States. Those are fighting words.
Yeah.
But it's like to see these things and to see that it doesn't have to end with violence. And then you start seeing a new way, and then you start seeing it more and more and more. It actually gradually helped me become a better man. It helped me calm my temper. It helped me put my defenses down. And these changes don't take automatically. So whereas I preach to Americans, start trying to change before you come to the continent. Start working on yourself before you come to the continent. I know it's not easy, but sometimes I ask certain Ghanaians to, you know, exercise a level of patience when it comes to Black America, because we're coming from a European country, a European country that marginalized us, that got our minds, you know. A lot of Ghanaians now start joking, bang, 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 bang. Like it's really like that out there.
That's real.
It's real out there like that, and it's not healthy.
It's not healthy. Having a healthy conversation here with Rashad McCrory. He's an entrepreneur. He's a chief also. We'll be talking to you about a little bit about his experience of being made a chief as far as tourism issues are concerned. But let's talk a little bit about your company.
The first thing that I noticed was something I've coined as all black everything. Being from Harlem, being from New York City, being from the United States, there's so many different races and ethnicity in the Black American dollar. So when you go outside, you see Chinese stores, you see Indian stores, you see European-owned stores. You see a lot of Latinos working and having their own businesses. As Black Americans, we tend to only have barbershops or athletes, entertainers. But coming to Ghana for the first time, that's when I started to see all black politicians, black doctors, black entertainers, black newscasters, radio hosts. The names at the end of the closing credits all had African names. I remember I used to stay in Aquapone during that time, and coming from the Aquapone Mountains back down, it was just, it's not there no more, but it was this huge billboard of a chief. And it was my first time seeing these things. And it was just like, wow, this is like what to me, what black excellence is about, because everywhere I go, I see all these different other races and ethnicities in my pocket. But here I see African entrepreneurs that look like me. And that's what kind of even took my mental to another level, because here is just like, you can really do anything. You know, a lot of people are able to come to Ghana and go far.
So it's possibilities.
It's possibilities that where systematic oppression and racism in the United States kind of ended those things.
For your friends living back in the States,